Yep, yep.
You're.
I tried to tell you, but you don't listen. I tell you what you gotta say. All you have to do is look at the video. Look at that. Fucking Agent Tony. He was like, okay, all right.
Yo, green eggs and ham, my nigga. I would never trust that.
Yo. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's the new Twin Cities, yeah. Yeah. It's the new Twin Cities, yeah. It's the new Twin Cities, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
Okay.
What's good? What's good?
We back.
Man.
It's episode 16?
15.
15?
Yeah, man.
Back, man. 15
It's gonna
episodes.
be a good 15 too.
Right. We got a great cast, great guests coming in today.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, Tavy Fresh, and I got my co-host.
Tony, what's good?
And this is a new Twin Cities podcast where every week we give y'all the culture, we give y'all the Twin Cities culture from two black males' perspective.
Mm-hmm.
We cover local, we cover global topics, and today, man, we wanna congratulate a few people on a new movie, short film,
Mm-hmm.
SWITCHAROO. It's
Mhm.
been going on. I don't know if you guys, it's been everywhere. I've been seeing it all over the city, the Twin Cities. So
Yeah, man.
we got the cast and crew coming in today to
Yes, sir.
talk about the film.
Yes, sir. We got Ricky Collins and the cast and crew. SwitchAROO, Ashley,
Man, it's a lot of them.
Juice, Keith,
Yep.
man, Elliot, everybody in between, man. It's a good project, man.
Man, this is beautiful, man. All these, black
Yeah,
people
man.
in one room, man.
Yeah,
I
this is
love
fire.
it. I
Y'all
love
can't
it.
see the other side, but man, this shit is hard, man. I had to actually put myself into hard focus mode before we started because I knew these niggas was gonna take me off track. You feel me? So now we can loosen up. You feel me?
Yep.
Get into it, man. You good today?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Right, I don't even wanna-
we can get straight to it.
Right into it, man. Gabe, or Shell, man, whoever's back there. When y'all ready, let's just bring the crew in right now, man. We want to hear more about this. We were at the premiere,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? We want to hear from these guys 'cause we got a lot of voices that got to speak today.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's get right into it, man.
What's the deal,
There
man?
we go.
All
Ricky.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Man.
We out here, man.
And for all y'all out there, this is a movie and this is a big thing for them. And then for all of us being in here, me, Ricky, Nino, we all go back to BP days, man. So this is a long time coming. This ain't even nothing random for anybody who's
yeah.
wondering what's going on. This is genuine support. Actually, Ricky was mad at us. We didn't set up a table at the event, and I told these niggas like, this is love. We just coming to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Be there,
it was
you know
about
what I'm
y'all.
saying?
We wanted to.
We weren't trying to undermine. We were trying to let everybody
Yeah.
else shine. You know what I'm saying? We humble
It's
like that.
always about us, man. Everything we do.
All right.
Me or you, it's us. You
It's
know?
Yeah,
us. That's how we
exactly.
get far.
All of us,
What they
man.
say, you go farther together. Ain't that the thing?
We're
Yeah.
together than we are apart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we
man.
go.
Teamwork makes the dream work for sure,
For
man.
sure.
Wow.
All
Oh, there
right.
you go.
Nah, that's all right, man, bro. That happens so often, bro. Like you don't even know. It happens so often, man.
Yeah, man. So
He spoke
I actually
real
started
truth
like
and
the-
just couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, man.
I was wondering. I'm like, is he talking to me?
Had to put that sign language out.
Right?
I said, hey, ain't no me or you, it's us, it's we. And we stronger together than we are apart if you didn't hear that.
There you go.
Correct.
There you
Correct.
go.
man.
Okay. So, man, let's start off talking about the SwitchARoo movie, then, man. So, how did you come to this point, man? How did you get SwitchARoo? How did you come up with the name? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Let's start there. How'd you come up with the whole name and stuff?
Man, but the name came from just this idea of having Ashley and Elliot switch bodies.
Okay.
Like I always, I've been doing production for almost 10 years now.
Oh, okay.
In different areas. We was head of production and marketing for Floyd Mayweather.
Yep.
Also with Eric Thomas and traveled around the world handling his stuff.
Mhm.
And doing music videos, doing documentary stuff, a bunch of different type of projects. But I always wanted to do a short film.
Okay.
So when I built Packed House Live, one of the first projects I did was with Ashley and Elliot. So
Okay.
from that day, I literally told them like we're gonna do a movie together, and I just started to think about what that would be, and I thought them switching would be hilarious.
Okay.
So we came up with SwitchARoo and kind of wrote the story around
them too.
around them specifically.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Packed
Also, hold
House.
on, before
Go ahead.
because I didn't write the story myself. I got to shout out
Yeah, I was
Atisha
gonna
Lewis.
say who. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
got
was
to
gonna
shout out Atisha Lewis for
Facts.
taking the vision and actually putting it on paper.
Is she the one from
professional.
Connecticut?
No, she's from Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh, she's from
Okay.
Detroit. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the one that came up here.
Yeah,
That was her.
So she actually wrote it and and brought it to life, brought the vision to life as fast as she. You know, I would have never been able to do it like.
So
that.
how did you link? How'd you link with her?
That's a funny story.
Yeah.
I don't think I even told the cast. Nobody know how I met Altisha. So, you know, I did the Shiggy and Junebug, the first dance battle, like pay-per-view dance battle in history as well. But we did that.
Man, making breaking records and stuff.
But we did that, and Altisha actually watched the dance battle.
Okay.
And she recorded it and put it on YouTube. I'm gonna tell your business a little bit, Altisha.
Okay.
She put it on YouTube, so I reached out to her like, you know, take that down.
Right. That's money.
And then, you know, we from there she kind of told me what she does. We had some conversations and we kind of just stayed in touch.
Okay.
And then when it was time for me to do this movie, I had already had her as the head of administration. She's the head of administration for Packed House Live as well.
Okay.
Yeah, she went to Clark Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? She's worked with different startups. She got a lot of different a dope background and experience, but she also is a screenplay writer. So she started helping me with the admin stuff, and then I was like, I'm ready to do the movie, and she hopped in and did that.
So from her watching the
watching
Jiggy,
the first
Shiggy,
projects,
and and y'all connected off that.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, that's
hard.
Crazy,
Dang.
man. Yeah,
That's super hard.
And she been in all type of meetings and rooms with me. You know what I'm saying, helping me out.
Since then?
Yep, since then. Yeah.
Oh wow,
So
that's
man,
dope.
I appreciate Altisha. I always gotta show her love.
Is that kind of like something that you feel like God like dropped on, like a
sure,
sign?
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as we building our anything that we working on, you know, I literally, you know, part of my affirmations is asking for God to bring the right people, attract them into my life, so that we can, you know, actually bring our vision to life and the purpose that God has for us together. And that's why I want it to be not just me bringing people's visions to life, or it got to be us doing it simultaneously for each other.
Got to make sense.
And it's starting to, you know, as we keep working, and even what y'all doing, all of us, man, as we keep hustling and being the example of, you know, this is the quality, or this is who we want to be. Those people start to find themselves, you know, coming towards you because they want the same thing that you're actually doing.
We are on a high vibration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody that's on that vibration gonna run into each other.
Exactly.
So I feel like this is why we here. You know, that's
for
how
sure.
we all in this building right now.
man.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, that's how we work, man. That's how me and him came together. We just solely just follow the signs. Like, okay, this is who I'm supposed to work with. Okay, it makes sense. Let's do it.
Y'all been going hard. I said you could tell when it's genuine. Even when we put this movie together, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of twists and turns and obstacles, and you know, with anything that we do, it's never straightforward. But you know how it made it easy because we all was on the same mindset, same wavelength. We all wanted this to come together and be right. And we shot this movie, shot and edited in 3 weeks. Man.
3 weeks, y'all.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, man.
3 weeks.
Scheduling was crazy. We had to schedule everything around Ashley.
The superstar.
Superstar. Yeah.
So literally, Ashley told me her schedule. Everything was off of Ashley's
That's
schedule.
for her. Okay.
But then, you know, it still was fucked up, so it's okay.
All right.
Hey, we glad y'all got it done, though, man. Y'all got it done.
Man, I think that's the biggest accomplishment right there, for sure.
Yeah, and we made it happen, man. You know, we had, you know, I know we had at least one 16-hour, 17-hour day.
Woo.
Most of the days was probably like 10-ish. Then some days we'd do a little quick, you know, 4, 5. But the quick ones was 4 hours.
Okay.
Like,
Wow.
And what were those, probably
That's
like
work.
reshoots and stuff like that or something?
We didn't reshoot nothing really.
It was all like just a small, quick scenes, them little quick,
Okay.
quick cuts.
So like,
Okay.
was
We
it
did
like
get
one
canceled
take?
on one time though that we were about to shoot the bar scene. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't
Go
care
ahead.
at
Go
this
ahead.
point.
Yeah, let's hear it.
We was gonna
Hey.
shoot the bar scene at this I ain't gonna say their name. I ain't gonna do that. At a restaurant. And
Nah, be messy, Ricky.
cause I was about to say her name and everything. I ain't gonna do it like that.
That's all
Man. But it was
good.
at a restaurant and it was some miscommunication. We all there, literally. I got extras there, got, you know, cast there. We ready to shoot. And they called me and said we can't shoot. Like, you know, shut it down pretty much. She wasn't nice about it either.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
wow.
She was hot. But so we had to shut it down and literally reschedule. We were shooting 2 scenes there and rescheduled 2 of the scenes.
Okay.
The bar scene with Elliot and Juice.
Right.
That was supposed to happen at a different place. We did it at Bullwinkles. That's why we're at Bullwinkles. It's because we got, you know.
It ended up working out though. 'cause
Yeah, it worked out.
It
Yeah,
looked
Yeah,
perfect.
It
that's
does.
probably my favorite scene. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's crazy.
Kushmo.
And then the other one we did at Urban Skillet. So shout out to Bullwinkles and shout out to my guys at Urban Skillet.
Okay, shout out them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
shout out
food
to
at
Urban
Urban
Skillet.
Skillet is so fire. If y'all
Yeah.
don't know, go get it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm like, if people really want to be messy, if you pay close attention to the movie, you'll know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Okay.
Don't need to do it.
Look, go back in.
Don't
Don't
do
don't
it.
do it. But
Don't need to do that.
Okay. Yeah. We don't want to
need the
get
views.
messy.
We need the views, so keep watching
The
it. You
movie
ain't gonna
was
get
shot.
it.
Right.
The movie was shot.
Right.
Right.
Where it was
right.
shot. Don't worry about
That's
it.
all that
Yeah.
matters.
Hey, speaking. Hey, you know what? We got voices, but no faces on the screen. Gabe and Chell, could we get the cast on the screen for us? Man, we got big names in the building. Can't be having them just speaking, no faces.
I gotta be official. I need my
Right,
headphones.
right,
Right,
Hold
right.
on, man.
Are
Can we
these
get
headphones to fit
Ashley and Juice in here?
child sizes? Oh yeah, I got a child size head.
Yeah, man. So that's dope.
We do got a little pebble head. Though.
So
All
let
right, don't do it. Don't do that. Tread lightly.
I was about to say.
tread lightly.
You already know how I feel about you.
No, the thing with you, you don't stop. So that's the thing.
don't.
I'm like, you don't
I
stop,
don't.
man.
I don't. It never goes soft. I
Yeah.
know that.
So-
How much time we got?
Man, we good. So so let's take it back to Packed House Live.
Yes,
So let's
sir.
start with that. So what was your vision for Packed House Live, and why did you start it? And you know what I'm saying, this is where the movie was played on, right?
Yep,
This is the
exactly.
pay-per-view thing.
Yep.
So how did you start? How did you get that idea to do that?
This man didn't want to talk to us.
No, we just trying to get we just trying to get the origins. We just trying to get the origins of it.
I'm teasing. Go ahead and do it.
No, man. You know we got comedians up here. They always gonna- this is on set all day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Packed House Live is an exclusive streaming platform.
Right.
So I help creators monetize video and audio streams direct to consumer. So I've been a music artist since I was 15. I was one of the first rappers. If y'all don't know this,
Starbound.
nah, hey, you don't even know then. You got to go back a little further.
Oh,
to
okay,
Starbound.
let us know
I ain't
then.
gonna go that far though. No, I used to go by YD.
Oh, okay.
People that
Oh,
know
wow.
me know, man. My first rap name was Young Daddy. All right.
Kept that to
You
yourself.
gotta do it in the microphone.
I didn't know that.
Oh my
Young Daddy.
Wow.
You said YD.
Young daddy. Wow.
Now you gotta pretend like you was drinking
And
water.
then you acronymed it as YD.
You said YD.
Young Daddy, huh?
Young Daddy. He
I
tried to look
didn't
me
know
up.
that. How
That
far
man was
back
a
ago
stripper
was
rapper.
that? Was that like?
Nigga was clapping. I can't say it.
I was 15.
Like
16.
06?
You know what I'm saying? Wait, this is when I first
Sorry,
started.
telling a testimony. I used to strip when I was 15, 16. I was dancing and they called me YD every time I slide down the floor. They asked YD. Like, chill. You gotta chill. You rapper stripping.
He was on his Chippendale shit.
Whoa, okay, point. No, so
Chippendale mixtapes.
One of them Hotmail things you wish you could get rid of back in the day.
Hotmail literally.
Yeah.
You got bars.
yeah, man. So yeah, that was my rap name, y'all. So so that's where it started at. You
Can't
know,
believe you said that.
that's what it.
Young daddy.
You shouldn't have told us that.
I know. I thought y'all knew.
Remember when I said it doesn't stop? It's never gonna stop.
Starbound.
I thought y'all knew. See, you know, God.
Starbound was much better.
But I was
didn't
really
know
one of
that,
the
bro.
first rappers, bro. It was me and Rocky, bro. Literally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Hey,
Rocky Diamonds?
Last one.
Yes.
Could you imagine Young Daddy singing black? Like
Black
just
Excellence?
put in Black Excellence songs?
Black excellence.
Nah, man. I tried to take once I did Black Excellence, I tried to delete everything off.
Black Excellence.
It's for all
That
the babies
video
out
was
there.
shot way different.
So yeah, man. So that's where I started off at.
Okay.
Then we started getting into production, you know, managing artists, and you know, so I got a kind of full scope of what it's like to be a creator independently, and you know, working with Floyd and working with certain people and being in the industry,
Right.
what it looks like at the top. And we all having the same issues, man. Everybody having a hard time making money with their video and audio streams.
Okay.
You know, when it comes to artists or creators, you know, the only time they get paid is when somebody comes to give them a check to come do something.
Right.
And that's just, you know, a worker at the end of the day. You feel like a boss, but you know, you just working with different clients.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you're not really getting equity in these projects. You're just getting hired and you're gone, and whoever's behind it is making all the money.
Right.
And that's cool. We can make money like that. That's how a lot of us make our money on a normal basis.
Right.
But when I go and look at, you know, Floyd Mayweather, when I see him make $350 million fighting Conor McGregor, you know what I'm saying? This is just the same thing that we're doing. He's selling his video content direct to consumer for $100. Then he's marketing it, doing his thing on you know how he does it on a whole crazy level. But
Right.
he's marketing it. They sell 4.3 million, you know, streams, and you know what I'm saying. So, and that's not including the the arena and
The merch.
You know, we watching him get $1 million per patch on his shorts.
Right.
And, you know, millions of dollars for the advertisement in the ring. That's not. You know, people don't see all that stuff, like how he's doing it and owning it. You know what I'm saying? On top of it, Mayweather Promotions is putting on the event, and so seeing that, it really, and all my experience, it really inspired me that we can do this on a smaller scale.
Right.
We don't have to sell 4.3 million. We could sell 5,000 streams of our movie and make, you know, $100,000. And that changes the dynamic of how creators can really have equity and grow. And now we build leverage. So now once we sell 5,000 ourselves, now, you know, we put it on our own platform.
Right.
Also, that's the other thing. But now if Netflix, Hulu, anybody else calls us, we got
them
leverage.
numbers. Yeah, you got
know what
them
I'm saying? We're not
numbers.
in a position where we're going to get taken advantage of.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to show with Packed House Live is you can build your own projects now. You don't, you know, how people get paid through streaming. I need to let my cast talk.
Yeah, you will. Yep.
We got the coldest cast in the world. I wish everybody was here. I gotta let these niggas talk. But, but
No, that's all right. Keep going, bro.
But yeah, that's the thought process. Is we can do this on our own. You know what I'm saying? And the way that streaming works, YouTube, Spotify, even Ashley can really talk about it too on TikTok and all those other places. They all paying, but they paying less than a cent per stream.
Right.
So
Pennies.
they're making you damn near a slave to their platforms so that you can, you know, with people on YouTube and that they got to make videos every day, it's so that they can hit these numbers so they can make money. And that's fine. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's a business model that works and has helped a lot of people, but it's a better way for us to do this. I think every creator in the world needs an exclusive option for their content because that's where you really make the most money. That's where you really can build a real community that really support you and build leverage. So when you go out and do these other deals that's always there for checks, now it's just not about followers and about, you know, clout. Now you say, yeah, we got the clout, but we also
Got them numbers.
we're doing numbers too.
Physical
so,
numbers.
So we selling units of products. And
Like
that's
the trap
super important. I think it's really important for all creators and, you know, comedians, music artists, and anybody in between is we need to get creative with our business models. People starting businesses and they think it's just a talent. And you're starting a business. You decide you want to be a comedian, that's a business.
Right.
You decide you want to be a podcaster, that's a business.
Rapper, business.
A rapper, whatever the case is. So anybody else that start businesses, when they start, they thinking about business models. They thinking about how are we gonna make money.
Right.
But for some reason, with us in this creative space, we don't.
We just want to be popular.
Yeah, so that's what I'm bringing to the table with Packed House Live is first of all the platform, but on the other side, we're bringing out education to really teach creators how to independently build a brand and monetize their brand direct to consumer through streaming.
And that's almost more valuable than money.
That's that's the most
Real
valuable
talk.
because we need to know how to do this. You know, the information is out here. It's definitely out here. But you know, everybody, you know, it's not a community really pushing that and us coming together and making it a real thing for all of us to be able to really build generational wealth together.
Together. We go farther together.
You know?
And that's
I'm sweating.
So I'm glad you said that, bro, because I always wanted you to explain that like in a like how you just did for the people so they can really know what you got going on, bro, because I really think that's a genius idea. Like we really need to push ownership like for our community, man, especially in Minnesota. Like this is all new for Minnesota. Like having this much black people in the city, like as it is right now, this is new. So we need to learn that, man. Teaching that to the people is
we
valuable.
got to build the systems, man. That's what's really important is, you know, all of us is creative, you know, and got talent. Like I could be a rapper in any second I want to, you know what I mean? And a lot of us could do a lot of things with our talents, but the other side of it is building systems for people to work within. And that's what's missing here in Minnesota. Everybody, you know, playing, you know, certain roles with they, you know, talent.
Right.
But we got to start building infrastructure
On the business
side. Not even just on the business side too, but just infrastructure, even
culturally,
you know, teaching like how we got y'all got your podcast. You know, somehow bringing in where kids or people are learning how to do their own podcast, so that we can add on to what's out here. It's not enough. Literally, It's not enough. When we just did that media room, shout out to Waterway TV, Say No More podcast. My ladies, I can't remember.
Was it boy, girl? Or what
No, it was Nisha Adams. I know. From her perspective.
From her perspective.
Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Motivation to Hustle pulled up. But those rooms, like when I continue to do this, I want to fill those rooms up with all of the media. We have 5 media there. You know what I mean? Like,
it gotta be more.
In Minnesota, we need more. When I did the same thing in Atlanta. I had 30 media companies pull up. You know what I mean?
You're not even from there.
No, I'm not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because we was doing the Shiggy in June, that helped a little bit. But
Okay.
but still,
yeah,
still 30 media outlets pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And we don't got that energy in Minnesota yet.
Yeah.
But that we have to build it. It's our responsibility. Everybody always complaining about what's not here. It's not here because we haven't built it.
Speak on
Talk
it.
that shit.
Speak on it.
So let's build it. So then it's here. You know what I mean? Like, stop waiting. We don't gotta wait on nobody to come and build nothing that we know is supposedly already exists. Just start doing it on a smaller scale. And the thing is, people got this big grandiose, vision of what the hell is supposed to happen.
Right.
Do it where you are. You know what I mean? And don't feel no type of way because you looking at everybody else doing it. You feel like yours ain't as popping as them.
Man,
Do it where you are. Grow from where you are, and it's just gonna work over time.
Everybody got to start somewhere.
Yes.
I mean,
Everybody got to start somewhere.
Speak
me and
on it.
Ashley could talk. That's literally our whole career
Yeah,
right
Ashley
there. It's
talk,
like
Yep.
starting
Go ahead and
from-
introduce yourself.
Oh,
to the
Yeah,
camera.
yep, go ahead.
right. Yeah.
Dr. King was
Yeah.
Right? Our people need that information though.
One day
We
be
ain't mean
free.
to cut you off, Ashley,
I have a
at all.
dream.
Man.
I was teasing.
That
It's
one
Ricky's.
day.
We need that information out here, man.
All
For
the
real.
way.
Yeah,
So
it's Ricky's show.
it's your flow.
It's the money man.
Preach, my brother.
Ashley,
Man.
they
But
hustle, they
yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, man.
That's why we doing it together, but Ashley out here doing it, man.
Hey, well,
Go ahead,
no,
Ash.
this is all about togetherness.
Yeah.
And again, those numbers you speaking on with the distribution people, like they only have that power from bringing other brands together. Like this movie has literally 12 different brands, on the cast list. You know what I'm saying? So this is a perfect example of how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you did it in.
And hold on, let me make this real clear too. Like every cast member, every production member on this movie has equity in the movie. If y'all don't understand what equity means,
What is it? What's the proper term for
Equity
the movie?
is-
Shareholding?
shareholders, yeah,
Profit sharing?
Yep, it's profit sharing. That's what we called it. That's what we created. But everybody has equity in the movie. They all have a percentage. So every $20 when y'all go buy this movie, it's broken down for the whole team. You know what I mean? So that goes directly to us. That's the difference. When y'all went and bought Friday or whatever, that went to some white people.
No, speak on it.
Yeah.
And Ice Cube.
Yep. Yeah.
Respectfully though, but we love everybody. But the thing is, we need the money to start going within our community, and that's just what it is, man.
That's real. And they say we spend $1 million, goes $1 million out faster than our community than anybody
the dollar
else.
doesn't stay in the
It
black
doesn't stay in the
community
black
for, like,
community
more
or
than,
something
We
like
got
that.
the least money and the least people, and how we spending the most money
With everybody
on
else.
everybody else.
Man.
Don't make sense. We gotta make it make sense, y'all.
Ashley over here, superstar over here, blowing kisses, man.
I gotta show love. That's my wow.
Introduce yourself,
Oh,
Ashley.
hey, we got a
You already
returning
know what
guest
it
here.
is. It's Ashley Henderson, aka Stud, folks, aka Big Stud. Y'all know what's going
She
on.
back. She
My
back. She back. So how did you? So from
You
your
said I'm back
perspective,
or black? Was that a dark skin joke or what was
You're
you trying
back.
to say?
You're back.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
Back. Okay,
You're
got
back.
it. Got
That
it.
would
Got
kind
it.
of cancel it out.
I was just
cancel it
kidding.
out.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, I'm the
But you know
darkest
what I'm
nigga in
saying?
here.
Are you yeah, you a little darker than me. The inside of your hand's darker. Nigga, eyes red. That's how you know you dark. Bleep me, Gabe. I've been drinking.
She said, "Nigga, eyes red."
I like y'all little screenshot.
Okay.
Yep. We got y'all right, man.
Let's go. Hey,
is
y'all
what
got
I
some
do
fire
my thing.
pictures.
Man.
For
Well,
sure.
those are courtesy of Nino. I had to hit up my brother. Real
Hey, that's
quick.
my
I needed that
man.
press
That's
kit,
my
you
baby
feel
with
me?
the pretty
Yeah.
eyes. I love Nino.
Man, so tell us from your perspective, Ashley, how you felt about this project, your role in this. You know what I'm saying? Did it like did you have to like come out your shell to do this role? Like did you have to like, you know what I'm saying?
Good question. So to start from the top, I was really kind of nervous. Low key, I don't even think I know I didn't talk to Ricky about this. I was nervous because I was just like, you want to do what? When? How much time? Like, I'm a believer
Shit sound like a lot.
I'm a believer of getting things done in a short amount of time because I like to do that. I like to prove to myself I can do the unthinkable or the unimaginable. You know what I mean? However, at the same time, I have a hectic schedule. So I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? This profit sharing is cool, but is that immediate, nigga? Because these groceries is not
sharing. Nigga. They not sharing my account right now, nigga. But no, going into the situation and really, cause I really devoted myself to it in the ways that I could. I was there on time. I came to every table read that I could make it to, every rehearsal, every shoot, everything. And anybody know my my schedule can get so hectic. Something gonna drop at some point sometimes, you know.
Right.
But I was especially if it don't bring money in, you know, immediate money. I'll say.
Right.
I believe in the movie and what we produced, and it's a great film. So I know it's gonna come with a back end. But just at that time,
Go ahead and
it
sit
was
down.
like, man, this is kind of, I got a lot
Nino.
going on right now. I'm going to Houston. I'm doing all this, that, and the third, and I'm trying to shoot a movie. So for me, going into it was a little hectic mentally, but overall, it was a great experience. It taught me how to take my hands off.
Okay.
Yeah, in my career, I've been more of the lead role, more the point guard, more
Right.
of the,
The leader,
this is my
yeah.
vision. I visioned this, and now this is what's gonna happen. In this case, I had to be I had to be a shooting guard,
Right.
if you will. You know what I'm
You had
saying?
to take-
Ricky, I had to take direction for Ricky, and so it was a humbling. Tony, I'm giving you a chance. Y'all let this man Ricky talk for 20, 30 minutes. You gonna tell them to come while I'm in the middle of talking?
We sorry about that.
I'm on 10 from last night. I still got jokes. Now I just killed my show last night. I still got jokes, Tony.
We ain't
You
gonna do
about
that.
to be the next set, Tony.
Say something about pay.
I do not like when people are talking while I'm talking, Tony.
They were supposed to come in.
Don't talk to while I'm talking, Tony. They could have waited. They was the extras anyway. I love y'all. This ain't nothing about to do with y'all. Don't make this a personal family thing. This about Tony right now. He's making me emotional. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just. I'll tell you it's easy. I was just distracting it so they can get over here. No, seriously though. Seriously though, it was a good experience having to take my hands off. We had moments where they like, Ash, this is it, this, that, the third. Cause I wasn't I'm like, nah, something ain't 2 + 2 ain't equal 4 at this point. And I say what I got to say. Juice like, Ash, you got to calm down. You know what I'm saying? Juice talking to me. I'm like, you was a slave, nigga? What have you turned into? You 12 years in deep, ain't you? I don't have to calm down for anybody. But no, it was a great experience. I learned a lot. I really actually I was impressed. What he said was true. We got it done in less than a month. And even with, and I give a round of applause to Ricky. It's a thing to give people their flowers. It's now a thing to give people their flowers before they're gone. But to even go away from that saying and just be honest, give props when props are due. I give props to Ricky to have to deal with so many divas, if you will, with our schedules. Not with our attitudes, but just with our schedules. You got so many people doing so many things in their own lives.
Right.
And for him to be patient enough with us to still get the work done and having to work around that, having to work around people being late, himself being late, you know what I'm saying? People being early and complaining, whatever the case may be, he stayed focused and he kept a level head throughout the process and he got it done. You know what I'm saying? I was very impressed with that. And it also showed me, like, when you're in that director mode, you don't have to take everything personal because guess what? What I need is still getting done. So it was a good experience to watch from that perspective as well as just being in it. This is my first time ever being in a movie. So I was very grateful as well as nervous and excited about the opportunity.
So this was your first ever movie, like being
First movie ever, yeah.
like your first script.
Not my first script. I've been in commercials before, and I've done TV work, but I've never been in a movie.
It's a difference.
So there's specificity. Yep, I've done background on TV for Netflix, and I've done commercials with Juice. Juice is and that was a beautiful thing too. I was able to have cast members that I'm comfortable with, people that I've performed at comedy shows with, and also people I've done TV work with. And so Juice is actually who got me introduced to the agency we're with to do commercials and stuff like that. So we've both worked on scripts, and I'll let him speak on it himself. But this is the first time I've done something to this capacity. Okay. And I really challenged myself so much so that I learned everybody's lines.
Man, shit.
She was on set. Yo, that urban skills scene.
Oh,
that was impeccable.
Yeah, I knew everybody's lines, including my own, and then I improv most of my stuff because I just felt like it didn't fit me.
Right.
Certain things. Altisha's writing was great. The structure was great. It was just certain joke. We're comics.
Right.
Everybody's not a comic. I'm not a writer in that aspect.
Okay.
So there were times where I had to put my own juice on it. However, altogether, I definitely took the time to take it serious, and I applied my best self.
And just learning everybody's, script, does that help improve like your overall? Does that help you like get in other people's shoes and stuff like
Most
that?
definitely.
Well, absolutely. The movie's called SWITCHAROO. I'm a movie lover. Like I find I get creativity from movies. Like that's where I'm most inspired, right? And it shows in my creativity. And so with this movie specifically, with someone having to be me, I had to show them how to be me. Well, in order to do that, I have to learn my role and theirs.
Right.
Okay, well, learning myself from someone else's perspective, a loosely based, it's not really me. It's a loosely based character off of what people see as stuff folks. So it's loosely based off of stuff folks. It's not really based off Ashley.
Yeah.
Loosely based off stuff folks and what people, their version of that. And so to learn that from someone else's perspective, as well as learn my role from someone else's perspective, absolutely, I felt that it was necessary.
Wow. So you was like really. So how did you get into the character of a white man? Like how did you?
Man,
did you have to learn from Elliot? Like did you take?
Well, I couldn't learn from Elliot. He learned from us. So if you know Elliot, do you understand what I just said?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
No, honestly, I'm born and raised in North Minneapolis. I mean, we've been around Minnesota. People can act as tough as you want, but we just as balanced as anybody else. We probably more balanced than most black people.
Facts.
We've been around white people just as much as we've been around black people. So what I had to honestly create is the white people that I like to see on TV and the white people that I think are funny. Like whether I agree with their views or whatever, I think it's hilarious. Now I may be laughing at them more than I am with them sometimes.
Right.
But we're still laughing together. You know, so I had to take off the stereotypes that I see. The different behaviors that I see and kind of create my own character within that, and as well as taking in some of his mannerisms. I'm really good with mannerisms, just naturally. And so I took in some of Elliot's natural mannerisms and mixed them with some white guys that I know, and I made a character out of it.
That was like perfect.
Yeah.
Like you did that role so perfectly. Like
I appreciate you. Yeah. To God be the glory.
I didn't know that was your first real acting role. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You bodied that shit.
Yeah, thank you.
And then Juice on the other end was over there like he done been in 5 different series before, man. You seem mad comfortable as Kush. Is it Kushmo or Kushmo?
It's Kushmo. Yeah, Kushmo.
Man, you played that part.
Little Kush.
Perfect. Man. I thought I was watching like Next Friday or some shit. Like the way you came in.
That's so like when everybody talks about creating a character and like what Ashley said, when I memorize everybody's script just because in order for me to react the way that I have to react as a person, I gotta know what that person's saying, but I also got to know what that person thinking for my character to respond in a certain way. And so I because Lil Kush ain't me. Like I don't know nothing. Like I know Lil Kush, but I don't know how to live his life. So I based him loosely off of Smokey. And Ezell from Friday. So those were the 2 characters that I kind of balanced myself off, and Riley from Boondocks. So like during that whole process, I was watching Friday 3-4 times a week while watching Boondocks at the same time, trying to develop this characteristic because Kushmo and Riley kind of have a similar mentality as far as like they think they bigger than they actually are, or they got all the answers figured out in their head. And so that was my thought process going into. That's why I did my hair the way that I did it with the hair laid down because I'm a big fan of Riley. Like I like Riley, and so but yeah, it was one of those things where I felt comfortable with my co-stars because I know them so well. So that's why the chemistry looks so good is because we all had to get in mode and character, but that chemistry, that foundational chemistry was always there. So
it made it easy.
It made it so much easier. And like the jokes, like she said, like Altisha, she wrote a perfect structured script for us to base it off of, but we had to fill in the blanks. You know what I'm saying? And so like filling in those blanks, I always, I've been in some writing rooms, so I was just like, yo, Altisha, you think that's good? That's cool. Like she was like, oh my gosh, I never would have thought of that because we comedians, so we had that comedian aspect of the film.
You knew what she wanted.
She wouldn't have known, and so, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Talk about
man.
your past a little bit. of what you've been in.
Yeah,
so
you
You
was
gotta tell
like,
him, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, cause you was like so comfortable.
Superstar.
You acted too
And it's
comfortable.
you.
on
Yeah, you was like
Yeah.
you had
He
that
a
shit
real
down packed.
superstar. He
Nah,
put me on
nah,
to the game.
Actually, no, I hate when these do this.
Now talk.
Nah, cause you been around doing your thing.
Yeah, your
I
character,
do
like
know,
the
I
way you
tried
played your
Fortnite.
character, like you had, like that's what made it like so good too. Like the way you
Yeah.
came and your character and how
Nah,
you
that
put it
was
all
you in real
together.
life. Nah, that was-
Let me tell y'all, me and Juice started probably like 6 months apart. You started right before me.
Yeah, yep.
But this dude Juice been so fine tuned since the day one. Like
Oh,
we
okay.
didn't even meet day one. We probably met a year after we both started comedy. He started like 6
It was
months
like
before.
it was like we met like 5 months after you had started.
Maybe. But the man been so on point since. You gotta drop your. Come on, man. What show was you on?
Right, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
like,
you-
did
you-
you- what
you
experience
told us
did
at
you
the
have?
premiere, but I
Yeah.
know this.
I'm not braggadocious on myself, but I brag on my guy.
No.
She said-
This is like
So I
Minnesota
tell her I
Drink
spill
Champs.
it.
Yeah, we
Winners
bragging.
table.
Yeah. So she
Nah.
said that was her first one. So what number
Yeah.
show was this for you? Like, was this?
What
Like
is
film?
I mean,
Or-
film
Your first
or
movie, though, ain't it?
No, this my third short film,
oh shit.
Short
and then
film.
I did one feature film on Netflix called Hot Pursuit with Lorenz Tate that came out.
But start with your
Yeah.
TV show. What TV show was you on? Bro?
Okay.
All right, Ashley want me to tell y'all. So
Every-
Yeah,
I was on,
let's give us your.
so
your,
I was on Meet the Browns in House
Come
of
on.
Pain.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
and House of
House
Pain,
of
Tyler
Pain.
Perry, nigga.
Come on.
Oh
Big
yeah.
dog.
Oh yeah. Talk
Right.
that shit. Talk
Right.
talk your
Big
shit,
dog.
man.
You
What
already
else?
told us on screen because you acted so damn good.
Right.
Like,
I'm
man,
trying to figure out
yeah.
how did you get there? Like how did you get to this
man.
point?
So one thing. So when me and Ashley came in the game, and I kind of told her this, I always like looking at people where I want to be at. So I
Okay.
look at somebody like Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, or in my time it was when I first started it was Shed G and those dudes.
Shout out to Shed
Adrian
G.
Washington, all of those dudes. So I'm watching them, seeing how they maneuver, how they operate,
Uh-huh.
and so that's how I operated. Even though I started with. I created a website from scratch. Junk was trash, but I'm like, I got a website. I created business cards for myself. Even though I'm 4 or 5 months in, I'm like, I feel like people would take me more seriously if I had
Came
like,
with this.
with all the heat, right? I made up that I had a manager. I got one now, but I made it up, and I was like, yeah, you can hit her. You can hit his or her email.
It's my
And
email.
it was a him and it was a her. Every different person. It was just like, yeah. And I'm responding as them. Like, yeah. So Juice can actually make that work. We'll look at the schedule. Knowing my
Yeah.
schedule free. And so I was like, I was, and that's one thing that I did have in common with Kushmo was the fake it till you make it aspect. Because I'm like,
Okay.
if this is where I want to be, I need to start practicing like I'm here.
Like I'm already there.
Obviously, the more I started to learn, the more I started to fine tune the contracts, the more I started to get into it. And like
Okay.
everybody who know me know any type of knowledge that I get, I'm automatically passing it to the people like in my circle or people that wanna
Man,
know.
that's how I
'Cause
am.
that's just how I am.
So
I'm like,
now
I
who
ain't
you
going.
work with? Now who you work
Hold
with?
on, man. Let me
Talk
get-
your shit.
So yeah, so that started out. So how I got the Tyler Perry
Right.
stuff was I used to catch the megabus to different cities like L.A. to Chicago.
Just
to
randomly?
Atlanta.
Yes.
Yeah, just to work rooms. Like I
Really?
would like literally during spring break in college, I would literally like take the megabus because I couldn't afford a plane ticket.
Right,
so I would
right.
take the megabus
You on
and
your
take it-
grind.
and while I'm on the bus, I'm writing jokes and stuff, and then I'm hitting these different open mics, getting to know people. I didn't get to hit no open mics in LA, but I'm watching the open mics.
Okay.
Looking at the hosts, looking at the the white dude working the sound, because I'm like, if I didn't get to know the white dude working the sound, he'll introduce me to the other
To the
people
other
around
people.
the circle. And so I had got in contact with a bunch of different people, and I did a show in LA. It was a church show. The church show in LA, and one of the talent directors for Tyler Perry's show was at the show. It was his church.
Man.
And then he like came up to me, he was like, yo, what you doing in 2 weeks? And I was like, it depends. What
What are you talking about?
Right.
he was like, yo, I'm the talent director for Tyler Perry Woot Woot, and this is when they only had one sound stage at the Tyler Perry Studios. And I was like, you a what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I got this perfect little role. I think you'd be perfect. It ain't much. He's like, all I can give you is 2,000.
That's
Take it.
all.
It's comedy money different.
What? And I was like, I just did a show for 200. So
What we doing?
I was like, yes.
You need me tomorrow?
Man, so I was like, clear my whole schedule. I that was around the time I left my job. Like I just left my
okay.
job, like I'm done. And so I did that. and literally was in the scene for like maybe 30 seconds. But like I connected, you know, I got to spend time with David and Tamala and all of these people picking their brains, and I'm just like, yo, that was when I first was like, yo, this me right here. I was like, this what I see. I was like, I want to get back to this, and I was like, I don't know when the next time I had this opportunity, but this one I want to get back to. And so ever since I started doing that, I changed my whole perspective on the comedy game, literally.
Yeah.
And then I met Ashley. Like, we all knew of each other because we all Northside kids.
Right.
But, like, we never really locked in until we started doing shows together. And I'm like, yo, Ash, got to get on this commercial tip. Like, they giving out $2,000 for 3 hours. Like, you gotta get on this commercial tip. And I was like, yo, I got in good with this agent because I started doing the Twins at the time.
Yeah,
So-
tell him.
Yeah.
Minnesota Twins he's talking about.
So I got the in-game
Baseball
host
team.
job as the for the Minnesota
In-game
Twins.
host.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
man, that's my guy.
Yeah, and so like that platform led me into the agency, which for me, I felt open doors for all my peoples to get in.
That's
'Cause
love.
I was
That's
like,
dope.
I was like, yo, y'all like what I do, right? And they was like, yeah. I was like, y'all got my friend Ashley.
Right.
And this man,
And she a female, and it's like people don't realize, like, if you trying to get into entertainment in Minnesota,
Uh-huh.
we got 6 Fortune 500 companies here that all cast and do their commercials right here that people don't really know about. So if you're trying to build a resume, this is the perfect place. Fine, it don't even matter what agency it is. If you're a person of color, this is the perfect time to really get into entertainment and build your resume because they looking.
And you could be a beginner, like
You can be a beginner.
Okay.
Like most agencies will take you. You got to do your own classes. So like we took classes with Leonard. Shout
Okay.
out to Leonard. And I know Leonard
Leonard Searcy?
Leonard Searcy. And so like, you know, the more we got comfortable in front of cameras, the better our comedy got.
I
Because-
gotta shout out Huge Improv too.
Yeah.
I took a lot of classes at the improv comedy class at Huge, so that was
it's here in Minnesota.
yep,
Okay.
yep, right in
Yeah.
Uptown
It's
Minneapolis.
It's so many hidden gems where people be like, real talk, you do not have to go to LA or Atlanta to start an acting career.
But
When
I was
people-
gonna say real quick, I want to interject on you, Juice, because you said something that was beautiful. Juice was killing the game by itself. I didn't really know Juice from Adam. Juice is a couple years younger than me too, so we didn't
Okay.
go to school together, none of that, because he didn't go to North. He wasn't smart.
I was actually
I'm
bad.
just
I got
playing.
expelled. I was expelled. I had to go to Catholic school.
No,
so.
I was just playing. But Juice was actually my daughter's track coach this whole time. Facts.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
right?
about
That's
So,
that Minnesota small shit.
Look,
man.
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
but what
Universe.
what God brings together, no man can tear apart. Even
Exactly.
you. Even you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm always going to church with it. I'm drunk too,
Go
by
ahead.
the way.
We right here with you. We right there
It's
with
a
you.
dub. I'm a dub right now. But I'm gonna tell you this: the one thing I love about Juice, that's why I'm like, brag on your shit, bro. Y'all know I'm humble. I ain't gonna say half the shit I done been through, but Juice, I want you to brag because when we got in this shit, when you already killing the game, you don't have to give nobody else juice. You don't have to tell them where to go. You don't have to get them the juice. You can keep, and no pun intended, you can keep it. But he seen me. He like, oh, you different. Sign up for this, do that for that. And then there's a flip side to the game. Somebody give you the game, actually utilize it.
Man.
Don't
No,
listen
facts.
to it and let it fall on deaf ears.
Real talk.
You just made me waste my air. I just had this conversation with you. I could have had it with somebody else.
For real
No
though.
facts.
It didn't fall on deaf ears. I did everything Juice told me to do. Ask you need a contract, I'm gonna get a contract. Cause I got in the game, I was just roasting at work.
Yeah.
They like go do the show. I'm like, all right, bet. So when Juice seen, by the time Juice seen me, I'm just in it. What he say? I'm just doing this cause I'm funny. I ain't really got no plan. I'm just figuring out that this shit is even a thing.
No, you don't know nothing about
I'm
agencies
chilling.
and none of
I
that.
don't
None
know
of that.
none of this. I ain't never. I had a baby at 17. All I know is the army because I got a mouth to feed. Juice told me how to be a professional. Everybody else, they gave me stages to perform. Well, really, I was at the open mics and I made my way through them stages.
Okay.
But he showed me how to be a professional. You know what I'm saying? And it don't cost you nothing to be that person for somebody else. You just gotta be that person for
gotta
somebody
be
else.
in
And I
you.
think that's why God blesses you so much because he never held the game from me. And that led us on to doing work together on TV. He the reason why I'm in my first commercial, not just me, my baby and my nephew.
Oh.
Yeah, we got real
Congrats.
residuals coming because of this man. Literally,
That's
and
love.
all he did was tell me where to go, and I did the rest of the work from there. And then we went to make great money off of doing Comedy Chaos, which is what Minnesota's version was of Wildin' Out for a second. We did shows together and all that. So Juice, when he telling his stuff, he really the man. You know,
Man,
he really the
shout
man.
out Juice,
I,
man.
I honor the man, not the comic, but the man that he is, because he really a big dog. So yeah, shout out to Juice for sure.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Dang,
Give
appreciate
it up for
that.
that, for
Hey,
real.
niggas got me all.
Dog.
No.
6
Yeah.
months prior, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could have been a whole, because really, technically, if you talking comedy, when one of my old homies told me, he spoke on Adrian Washington, he says it's a fine line between arrogance and confidence in comedy. When it's just you in that ring, it's just you in that ring and that audience. That audience is your opponent. You know, so a lot of comics you'll find on the more arrogant side. So when you find a confident person that's good with what they do, but they're not too arrogant that they're intimidated by what you do.
That's a word right there.
Damn,
Come on now.
Speak on it.
Yeah.
Speak
You
on
have
it.
to honor that person and give them, I hate to say it, but you have to give them their flowers while they still here.
Yeah.
You have to. So big ups to
Yeah.
Juice for sure.
Nah, the biggest thing for me is like, ain't no point in going to the top if you can't bring nobody with
Come
you.
on, man.
You know what
Man,
I'm saying? And I'm like,
ain't no
we,
fun.
like, literally, I mean, y'all from the north side? I don't know. But we all from the north side. Like, we all grew up in the same churches. Like, I went to school with Sosa. We went to the same middle school, elementary school. Like, I know a lot of people, but it's like,
He know my whole
I had to, I'm like, actually, whole family basically the north side. So it's like, everybody related to Ashley in some way. I'm like, maybe I'm related to Ashley.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like one of them things where it's like we all grew up the same, but we all realize, you know, we got these gifts, but I'm like, I want something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to say this, but I done buried a lot of homies that had dreams and aspirations, but didn't know where to go with it. And I'm like, I'm not finna be like that. I'm finna find a way to do this, and I'm not just gonna do this for myself. I'm gonna do this for everybody. Like, everything that I do is try to pave a way for somebody else. And that's why I rock with Ricky so tough, because I'm like, we on the same, you was talking about it
Same
earlier, the
wavelength,
same
yeah.
wavelength. I'm like, bro, if you been around, like, I literally been around. There is more than enough for everybody to eat.
Yeah.
And
Speak
that,
on
and I
it.
think, honestly, like, and I ain't trying to be like a conspiracy, like, black exploitation film type nigga, but it's like, they want you to think ain't enough for y'all to eat. They want you to fight over
Fight
the scraps
over it,
while
kill
they
each other
dividing
over it.
everything else. And it's
Yup.
like, nah, bro, everybody, I don't never hate on nobody. I always encourage everybody, because I'm like, everybody got their own lane. The issue is niggas be trying to swerve in other people's lanes, and they don't even realize, bro, what you got is good, but you trying to eat off my plate, but you got a whole
Oh,
feast
man.
right here. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I think that's what's changing the culture now, is we starting to realize, like, dang, we can still support each other and still eat.
Still
you know what I'm
eat,
saying?
yep.
Like, it's love. And so I'm like, anytime I get any type of gems from anybody, I'm automatically passing it to my homies, because I'm like, ain't no point in succeeding if you can't bring nobody with you.
And look how they do it in Atlanta and the other big cities. They all just sharing the game with each other, and everybody's eating. So I feel like Minnesota is that time. We coming to that time where it's enough black people here.
But don't get it twisted. Not everybody wants you to eat, though. We just
There you go. There you go.
Let's be real.
But the ones with good intentions.
yeah.
So to steer it back to SwitCHAROO, to be honest, that's what I love, and that's why I came on board for Ricky and Nino and Packed House Live, because regardless of who else was in the film, even Juice, Ricky has that same heart.
Exactly.
Nino has
Yep.
that same heart.
Damn.
I got my own stuff that I do as an individual artist that they've shown up for me time and time again, even if they never show up for me. I know the character of the man I'm dealing with, the character of the man I'm dealing with when I point. That's why I say Nino my mans. You know what I'm saying? Ricky my mans. When you dealing with people where you know the character of this person beyond business, it makes it easier for you to give your time, your treasures, and your talents, as you would say in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And
Speak
so,
on it.
going back to SwitchARoo, that's why SwitchARoo is such a great thing. If you ask me why you should support it, simply because you're dealing with somebody who's true at heart and who actually cared enough to not only put a production together for himself, but to also figure out a way for everybody a part of this production to get some bread off it.
What?
So,
That's
mad love.
man.
And
That's
that's-
solid.
Yeah, and even piggybacking off of that is like, we went into this project, we ain't know, you know what I'm saying, we ain't know what could happen. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no down deposit, wasn't nothing. Like, we just like, Ricky was like, yo, I got this movie, this my idea. Bet.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
We, like he said, the scheduling was kind of crazy, trying to figure out everybody's schedule because everybody got something going on. But it was like, it wasn't even a question, because you know
Right.
we knew who Ricky was as a man, and it's like, it don't matter what you know, it's who you know. It's that relationship aspect, and that's why this movie's so good, is because we all got a relationship with this dude.
Yeah.
We all know this dude, so we was gonna give 110% in the rain, during drunk people, reschedules.
High for real on set.
No facts.
I
Like
was high for real.
Man,
like it's a different breed, and it's like
it mean more. It mean more when you doing it now. It
mean everything,
more.
and it came out in the film, and I think that's why people rock with it so heavy, is because you see that love in that movie where you like, dang, like, oh, y'all like, dang, y'all shot that in 3 weeks. Yes, because it was like we wanted to give this man 110%, and we wanted to give each other 110%.
Was that the deadline or?
Yeah,
It was
this
3
nigga had a
weeks?
deadline before we even shot.
Oh, okay. Damn. You got 3 weeks to shoot it though.
No, I wanted to put it out for my birthday. You know,
Okay.
I just turned 30, man. So that was my birthday present too.
That's
Big 30,
dope.
you know
That's
what I'm
dope. And y'all got it done.
We
Shit.
did,
Yeah,
man.
that's dope.
But yeah, like they said, everybody that I asked pretty much for this movie just moved, man. Moved with me. Some people didn't. I ain't gonna say their names, but
It's all good. You got it
It's all
done.
good. It's all
there's a
good.
couple people that
Talk
did.
about not
Yeah,
to play.
yeah. And I may have to replace them and all that type of stuff. But that's part of the process. And of anything that you're trying to do, anything that you're trying to create, it's not gonna go, exactly how you see it in your head. But in Floyd's gym, this is something that stick with me forever. Is in the gym it says champions can adapt to anything. And that stick with me. So every time something happens, instead of we go into this victim mentality when something happened to us, it go into an ownership mentality and just take it. Like, all right, this is my problem to deal with, and then you figure out how to move forward and produce a solution. But I want to say, man, everybody in my cast for this movie, man, I appreciate all y'all, man, for real. We got Nino here, my boy. That's my brother. Y'all should know him already.
Yes, sir.
That's my brother, man. He, shot this joint. Director of photography would be the role.
Okay.
And everything else, shit, behind the scenes, helping me edit. Running around, handling
your
everything.
mans.
Man,
That's
that's
your
my
right
brother.
hand, yep.
That's who. Me and him been all over the world together. Like, and we started our first company together at 15. You know what I'm saying? So we still
in this
going,
shit. Y'all in it.
at 30.
Oh yeah, for anybody who don't know, man, this is the Big Bash right here. For
Oh
real.
yeah, Big Bash. That's way back.
Yeah. Big bass. Y'all been doing y'all thing.
No, man. All them pretty ass eyes, you ain't gonna waste them.
All right, man. Yo.
Then we got she trying to get out of here. We got Alea, also played the love interest with Ashley in the movie.
Okay.
We got Jasmine.
Hello.
She played
Hello.
I like how you put it. What'd you call it? The bombshell lawyer.
Okay.
So she had a really dope scene too. Yeah, man, it helped me out with both of these young ladies right here. Helped out with a lot more than just their roles. Like,
Facts.
they doing boom for me. You know what I'm saying? Running around and just delegating. They some bosses. You know what I'm saying? So they delegating it and handling other stuff to just make this shit run as smooth as possible. 'Cause
Man,
it was
that's
wild
dope.
out there, man.
That's dope. I'm
And
glad
like people don't even realize, like with film, like we low key had the easy part. Like I mean, it was hard, but it was the easy part compared to like the behind the scenes. Like once we done shooting, like putting the whole film
Together, yeah.
like breaking down the audio, setting up, like they the backbone of the film. Like we just brought the vision together, but like without them doing all the background
Acting.
stuff, like this would not have happened, like
sure.
at all.
I appreciate that y'all you just seeing the vision, man. Cause I know it's hard. Now y'all see it, after it's done. Now you like, okay, that's what these niggas.
That's what
say.
he was trying to
We
take.
def- we
Yep.
definitely was like,
Cause it's hard to know. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to know. You know what I'm saying?
he's
Right,
like, we gonna
right.
have it done by my birthday. Cause
But
I
the
ain't
thing
gonna lie
is-
to you, we comedians, so like we had tons. I know they had tons and tons of footage to like crop out and edit through, cause they just like these niggas kept talking, like, you know what I'm saying? But
You don't know when they serious or when they playing. Like, yeah.
No, it was it was the editing, bro. That how I look at stuff is like, as long as I can get everything done with everybody else, we could put the pressure on ourselves, bro. We've been
Okay.
through it all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've been through everything you could think of when it comes to this production shit. So it's like, I know I could put the pressure on myself and just stay up some more hours.
Right.
and get that. I'll edit it all through my birthday, bro.
Just-
like
y'all just had to get it shot.
get it done.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Once it was
What
shot.
questions y'all got, man? We've been talking forever.
No,
And this is dope, bro. This
That's
is
what
just
we
what the
here
people
for.
know.
This
Yeah.
It's a first of its kind of event, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
sure.
we ain't had this in Minnesota yet, so we want to get the whole insight of everything, how y'all felt about it. So this is dope, bro.
So I didn't want to start interviewing y'all, but I need to know. Y'all came to the premiere.
Yep.
What did y'all think about the movie from y'all first, perspective? Like, and what did you think you were coming to see? Was it totally different than what you expected?
Yeah, like I said at the premiere, bro. I think I wouldn't have considered it a short film. Like honestly, like I said, when it was over, we all, not just me, the whole crowd wanted more. Like
Facts,
we
yeah.
were like, why did you end it like that? You know what I'm saying?
On purpose.
Yeah, right.
And so to piggyback off that, yeah, like we thought it was gonna be we wanted a short series, like a TV show, like so. Man, we could see seasons of that going because the characters were so strong. Like, like I said, Juice character, Ashley character, Elliot, like those were like real strong characters. Like I could see y'all like prolonging that to like 4-5 seasons, man. Like for real.
Yeah.
So that's what I got from it,
Yeah.
man.
Like I said,
Real talk.
that cliffhanger, that portal cliffhanger. How did y'all come up with that?
That was dope.
Where did that come from?
Shout out to Altisha, man, because I was against it.
He was?
He really was. He was like,
Okay.
we shouldn't do the portal. I was like,
I don't like that.
The portal like left it like damn, we want more. Like what's gonna happen next?
Yo, shout out to the legend Ben Hughes, man. He built that
shout out
portal
Ben Hughes.
for us, man. He been doing that shit since he was a
Kid,
kid.
yeah.
man.
Like
Literally.
So that was the best person to get for it.
Facts.
But he really killed that portal. But that was Altisha's idea.
Okay.
We wanted to leave it on a cliffhanger. For a possible switcheroo 2, maybe. You know what I'm saying, or maybe a
episode
series
2
or
or 3 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
we might do.
get us to 5,000 streams, and it was.
Hey, real talk.
Hey, you know they're
5,000
gonna try to
strength.
replace me with the light skin and Viv, right?
Right. It's gonna pop up. Like, why does she look different? Like,
Hair long and shit. Like what the
No explanation.
But look, when we get 5,000 streams, and we got a lot of promo coming. We got a lot of different things. Just want thank
Just
y'all
the
for having
beginning
us.
of
This
it,
one
yeah.
at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot more promo to come, but when we get to 5,000 streams, that's when we will announce whatever comes next.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
switcheroo. And we got a lot of ideas, man. I might just put this out there too, just to put it
Throw it
out
out
there.
there. Go ahead.
Right, you the man.
We may have a switcheroo strain coming as well.
I was gonna ask that at the end of the show, but we can talk about it now, man.
Damn.
No, man.
Even
I'm
though Lil
saying
Kush
that
don't
switcheroo.
smoke. But everybody wanted to see what that switcheroo about. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah,
So-
we got motherfuckers
That
switching
shit-
bodies and shit. Trying to
shit
see what
got
that be.
Narnia, OG and Star Trek.
I'll have
fronts
equity.
in it.
I'll have equity in that.
Man.
I'll be a silent partner.
I already know that stuff folks strand gon' really that don't go soft.
Your shit gonna have like honey and pink pussy pill essence. And
I just
some
see how
shit
she-
on
My
it.
shit
Comments,
gonna
what's
come
up?
brown, but it's gonna turn pink.
God, no way. All right.
All right, man.
They said honey. It's about honey in it.
Honey, I'm like, honey, this is
I
blackberry.
don't know, man. Might need to give the strap extra powers. I don't know, man.
Super stud. Look at
Oh my god. No, but honestly though, I was gonna say you might as well just go ahead and cap on that, man. Just get a switcheroo string going. Go ahead and you know what I'm saying.
We got the switcheroo weed. We got the switcheroo Viagra. That's when it turn you to a stud. Turn from a man to a stud.
A man to a stud.
Man, we need all that though, cause I honestly, as a viewer, I see the whole thing going very far, man. Like I said,
merch,
like,
y'all, merch. You got the merch coming?
Yeah, merch is coming. Shout out to
Man, so
he
much
actually
money
ran
to
this-
be made in this, man. What's
my
up,
boy
man?
Monk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got I got a couple designers that we we
shout out to
looking at
Tim.
to do some stuff. So yeah, man, we small team, big dream here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I know how that is, bro. We same
Me,
here.
Ricky, and Nino coming out with our own wave grease collection. Y'all just go ahead checking in. It's
and
gonna be called
do-rag.
different flavors of waves and do rags.
Switch your ways.
Competing with switch away, switch your rags.
Switch your rags.
No more of that Bow Wow stuff. We're finna get y'all
my
that riff.
God.
We going back to the
Stuff, folks, on front of the on the package.
yeah, we going back to the silk joints. Dude.
Hey,
Real
no,
quick,
no.
my dog in here. I gotta shout out the homeless man in the movie, Keith.
Kavarius, Anthony.
Yeah.
That's
Facts.
my dog.
Right.
Big homie.
And don't
keep
forget
cooking,
Elliot.
bro.
We're also missing
Elliot
Elliot
Green
right
and
now.
Elliot.
But it's
Elliot
all
literally
good.
the star of the film, but obviously you see he got bigger things.
And he paid for it too. Like, you know what
I
I'm saying?
gotta shout out my dog though, cause Keith really got out of his body
He
with that
did,
one.
man.
Like,
Man, hey, I
he
love that.
murdered. He
No,
murdered.
facts.
He murdered.
Keith
I
didn't
said
really
with
have
a
a
small scene with
yeah.
a small role. He played a major
Facts.
part.
He
Shout out
did.
to Keith.
Yeah,
And
shout out
he
to
didn't
him.
even have a comedic role like that, but his laugh made it
Everything.
so funny.
That shit made it
That
hilarious,
laugh alone,
bro.
just him laughing made it hilarious. Like,
Y'all killed me with that,
and
man.
then he went into just going into that role like it was more. He killed
He
it,
made
man.
that more
He
than
made
what it was
made
supposed
more
to be.
serious,
If
more
you
like
look,
real.
yeah, if you look on the script, it just was like a basic homeless man, but he like he
Okay.
brought it to
He
life.
brought that
like,
He
motherfucker
channeled
life.
all them Casamigos
I gotta
videos.
shout my dog out because honestly, Keith wasn't even intended for that role. He came in and he took over that role and he made it bigger than what it was supposed to be.
Man,
He
Yeah.
really did.
I
So
wanted
he
more
really,
from him, too.
Yeah, my
He
favorite,
coming,
my
he
favorite,
coming.
my favorite part of the movie is his scene. So shout out to Keith.
Shout out to my boy Moo too from Sit Eat.
Oh, yeah.
I met him through the beta accelerator for Packed House Live.
okay.
He owns a company called City. They're a tech company as well. And you know he played my 6'9" Rastafarian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was the only person I could think of. I told Nino, I'm like, man, I need a tall like Jamaican or African dude. Like who? And my nigga Moo.
Real quick, also KJ,
Yep.
Nita Renee,
Yep.
and Trev. And Trev, hey, big shout out to Trev, the cameraman,
Trev,
big
man.
dog.
Shout out to
Yeah,
him.
The cameraman of all cameramans other than my pretty boy Nino. You know what I'm saying? And then who else are we missing? We missing one more person. We got Trev, we got
So,
yeah, hey, first of all, shout out to Sosa, big dog.
over there
Shout out
sleep.
to Sosa McCain, you know what I'm saying? He was there. It was one more. I was thinking about it. Go ahead, though.
So,
Lizette, yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. Lizette.
She was
Shout
here
out
too.
to Lizette, Creative Minneapolis. Lizette
Yep.
came
oh,
Shout out
Creative
last
Minneapolis.
minute.
Shout out to y'all.
She came
man.
through last minute, did her thing.
Killed
Yep.
it.
Yep. She was
Killed it,
here,
man.
but she had to go handle some dudes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all
Shout out to
good.
Killed it.
Lizette. That's her name.
Yep.
Lizette?
Shout out Lizette.
Iman as
Iman.
well. Iman helped stage she helped being the extra. She was there every step of the way.
Every day we
Shout
used her
out to
car too. Shout out to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Man, shout out to everybody, man, that helped with this. It was a lot of help, man. Like for real.
That's dope.
You know, even all the spaces we shot at. You know, Dave, Urban Skillet, Bullwinkles. Excuse me. My house. We shot at my house too in one of those joints.
Okay.
What else we shoot, man?
Oh, shout out to Kara from the news.
Yep. Kaya Edwards.
I'm
from
not
the-
good with names, but I'm good with faces.
Kaya Edwards came and did the first media
Yep.
thing with us with
Seen that.
Care 11. Man, so yeah, we got a lot of love on this, man. Like the goal is I want everybody to understand. Like this isn't just our movie, you know. This is the city's
The city, right?
movie, and we got to come together on this one and show and make this a big success because it's not just for us. This is gonna open up doors for everybody. And you know, we not gonna stop. You know, I've been doing this for
Yeah.
15 years, man.
Hey, we ready to
real.
see more, bro.
Like
for
this
real.
been nonstop for 15 years. I haven't stopped. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't never gonna stop. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
get it.
We're gonna
Let's
take
get
it
it.
we gotta keep taking it to the next level, man. Shout out to everybody. I'm just making sure we ain't missing nobody.
Yep.
Last but not least, the Capri Theater.
Yo, yeah, the Capri Theater, Kevin.
Oh yes. Shout out to the Capri, man.
Last name Kevin Smith, I believe. That's my guy, man. He they looked out. I told him I'm gonna have to buy the Capri though. We gonna
Nah,
have to,
yeah. You want to talk about acting legends though? Kevin is an acting legend for
Facts.
real.
Okay.
Like I learned a lot of stuff, like a lot of the game from him. Yeah.
And Leonard Searcy, man, he was a big played a huge role helping with just the acting. You know, them really going into their roles. And Roosevelt George too, my uncle. We used his space too for the apartment. But yeah, Leonard, then he came up and really helped. Like he was a big help at our table reads and came on set the first day. But we got him high. He never came back.
Nigga didn't even show up to the premiere.
That nigga hit the switcheroo and said, "I can't do it."
once again, I know Ricky mentioned her, but once again, thank you, Altisha, for your dedication, for driving. This girl drove from Michigan to a table read that only me and Elliot showed up for.
Oh wow.
Wow.
But no. It was supposed to be for us, but it was the dedication for us. It was
Facts.
random Tuesday. I'm like, so you could have been at the strip club, but you're here with us.
Man, that's dedication.
We drove up here a couple times though, like
at least 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
with as high as gas prices is.
She drove.
Today.
Wow. That's like a 13-hour drive too.
No, it's like 9.
It's 11.
Detroit?
Yeah, she had to
11?
listen to 42 Doug whole album up here. So shout out to Altisha.
Big shout out to Tisha, man.
Man, so
Oh,
Make sure y'all join Packed House Live.
I gotta
Stream us
go,
right
y'all.
now. Go to
Yes,
YouTube.
sir.
All that Packed House Live. Ricky not good with this, but I am. Shout out to Ricky Collins, y'all. Follow Ricky Collins on social media everywhere. Follow Packed House Live. Follow Nino Powers on everything. Everybody else to catch, y'all find us at Packed House Live. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Let's get it, man.
Thank
I got a
you,
meeting,
thank
y'all. I
you.
love
Yeah,
y'all.
Y'all,
Thank
it's all
y'all.
good, man. Thanks
proud
for
of you,
coming
man.
through. Shout out to everybody, the whole cast for coming through, man.
Motivation to hustle. Shout out to these dudes, man.
Thank you.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say it on here. I love all y'all the podcast, but y'all better step y'all game up.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you.
This for the city, man.
Elite.
This for the city, man. We doing it for the city, man. This
And
ain't
listen,
for
let me
us.
get my one more little
Go ahead.
drop for y'all.
Go
Listen,
ahead.
it's a lot of cameras on me. All y'all watching. PackedHouseLive.com. Go watch this movie, man. Spend $20. You know, $20 is like that's a gram. You know what I mean? Spend $20 on this movie and really support and follow the YouTube too, Packed House Live. We're about to start dropping a lot of behind the scenes. We're coming out with SWITCHAROO Instagram. We're gonna start dropping a lot of behind the scenes stuff for y'all. But
And y'all
we need
not
this.
gonna want to miss that.
Yeah, you don't want to miss. That's probably
yeah.
funnier than the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out to my girlfriend Rita as well, man.
Shout out
Give me a
Rita.
big shout
Baby
out to
mama,
Rita.
Hey, Big Rita, I forgot earrings one day. And I was like, bro, it's going to be one scene. I don't have no earrings on. Rita took them earrings out her ear. Shout out to Big Mom.
Damn, I didn't even know she did
Yeah.
that.
Hey, see, them
And
be them
people don't know
moments.
too. She runs Packed House Live website. Like
Okay.
so build like as far as the design, as far as the making sure the streams is there, the tickets pages and all the words and the emails and everything.
That's
And
her.
they sell candles.
Yeah, for sure. And we're hustling over there, man.
Man,
Last
shout
but not
out.
least, Drew Bryant. Let's
Yeah,
go.
and Drew Bryant for the picks, man. So yeah, we had a huge team on this, and we made this shit work, man. I
Man.
appreciate y'all. I got a big meeting.
Appreciate y'all coming through, man.
This-
We love y'all too.
Yeah,
Man.
my mom and dad, man, and Queen
Hey.
Lachey just cuz.
Yeah,
Yep,
hey,
yep.
Shout out to Quita, man. She's a fire rapper, all right?
Man, we thank y'all for coming to the new Twin Cities podcast.
Thank you.
By Motivation to Hustle. That was episode 15,
Man.
and we out.
Everybody on the soundtrack too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, big soundtrack coming to. I'm sorry, I didn't even.
Yup.
Big
Shout out
soundtrack coming.
Waka
Waka June the Kid, Stuff folks, Lil Kush. I need a Lil Kush Stuff folks on. I'm telling y'all right now.
And that's the new Twin Cities podcast. I'm your host,
Who else
Fresh.
we got Prince Riley, Huncho, Mac Turner, Nicara Forget, Ty Stick,
Yep.
Shea, produced by T Dow, man.
Yep. Shout out to everybody on the soundtrack, man. So that was episode 15 of the new Twin Cities podcast with your host, Fresh.
I'm Tony.
And that was it.
We out.
Let's
man,
get it.
Have a good day, y'all. SwitCHAROO. Go watch SwitCHAROO. Packed House Live.
Hey, 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 hey.